Hello and welcome, my Aries friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you so much for spending some time with me today and watching this video. This is going to be a group reading for my friends born under the Aries zodiac sign in celebration of the Fall Equinox. On Monday, we're going to celebrate the Fall Equinox. Many of us are enjoying those amazing fall colors that Mother Nature is bestowing on us with the change of the season. The Fall Equinox marks a time where Mother Nature is preparing for the cycle of death. This change in energy opens us up to looking at our lives and what we need to release. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about in this reading. I'm going to explore what my Aries friends can release for the Fall Equinox. The deck I chose for this reading is the Tarot de la Nuit, created by Carol Ann Assanges and Alexandra Bach. I will end the session off like always with a blessing from the Witch's Wisdom Oracle, created by Barbara Michael John Free and Flavia Kate Peters. Like always, I will have links below to both these great decks, so should they speak to you, you're able to go check them out for yourselves. Alright, my Aries friends, let's begin. Alright, let's see what my Aries friends need to release. Oh, got a jumper. Or jumpers. This Fall Equinox. I want to congratulate my Aries friends who are still watching this video and didn't switch it off when I said what you could release, which signifies a change or a death in a situation. Okay. Got a few more jumpers. Let's start off. The first card that decided to hit the floor was the Magician. It's a beautiful take on the Magician. The Magician's usually a male energy. Here it's a female energy. It's the first card in the Major Arcana, and it talks about those skills that we have. The Magician is usually a conduit for the universal energy that is brought down for us. The next card is the Nine of Wands. Nines are all about that hard work and that completion of that hard work. It's kind of a compromised ending, if you will. Wands are about that passion and creativity. And then we go on to the Ace of Wands. So aces are usually considered a gift. And this is about passion. And when I'm looking at this, I'm seeing that we need to release some of the multitudes of passions that you have, all those little pieces that you're like, I like this, I like this, I like this. We always have multiple ideas and multiple things that make us happy. It's really focusing our energy, Aries, and choosing that one that will really take us forward. Because when we have too many things at play, yes, we're happy because we keep ourselves busy, but we're not able to really hone those skills and take that one passion forward to that climax, if you will. When there's too many balls in the air, we get kind of confused and discouraged. Another jumper that we had was the Two of Pentacles. Twos are duality and choice. Pentacles are that earth-based growth and abundance piece. When you're looking at going forward with this, what you really want to look at is balancing things out, really balancing out that Magician. When we start to look at grounding ourselves and trying to keep all these multitudes of great abilities, when we start to balance those out with actually honing that skill so that you can move forward with this, we're able to really direct your energy, if that makes any sense. It's not saying that these skills and these passions have to be truly put to bed or taken by death or that type of piece, but releasing it so that you're kind of more shifting your focus from many aspects to one. Sometimes those little shifts make it a lot easier for us to be able to have big changes in our lives. Many times when we look at doing like New Year's resolutions or big shifts in our life, we can't maintain them for very long. And this is an important piece. When you're looking at the Magician who's a major life shift for you or a major life change, it needs to be sustainable. The Two of Pentacles helps us out because we're able to balance your physical with your spiritual self, balancing your growth and your abundance. When you start to manage those two balls, you're able to really see some movement and advancement in kind of making that passion more sustainable, but you're going to find that there's more abundance with that change. And finally, we have the Three of Wands. We've got a lot of fire in this reading, Aries. So the threes are about expression and growth. And that really kind of gives you that foundation. Now with the Three of Wands, it's interesting because I've been talking about how we have to really narrow things down. Instead of a broad scope, we want to really bring it down to one piece. The Three of Wands is that journey piece. It symbolizes and signifies that it's time to make action and make things happen. Make your dreams come true. This is kind of an action card, if you will. When you start to build into that action, you're starting to see and give movement to the Magician. You give some movement to the Two of Pentacles. For you, Aries, the Fall Equinox is really going to be about honing your skills into one area. You might be able to, and some of you may be able to take those multitudes of ideas and passions and bring them all into one umbrella and kind of narrow down your scope. Others, you may have to put some of them on the back burner. Just let them release them and see if they come back and how they come back, because you may be able to even tweak and manipulate your current passions so that they will be able to fit in the future. Let's look at what your shadow card has to say. And that's the message from your shadow self. It's the 14th card in the Major Arcana, and it's Temperance. She speaks about balance and energy flow. Connected in with the Pentacle, or the Two of Pentacles, and your Magician, you're very much talking about that kind of narrowing of that energy. Balancing out those aspects of work, play, groundedness, spirituality. It's not just one piece, it's multitudes of pieces here. The Fall Equinox is really talking about drawing down the energy just like the Magician does, so that you've got it into one piece, that you've got that balance, not only of your groundedness and spirituality, all the ones I've mentioned so far in the video. There's so much that needs to be balanced out. And more importantly, that your energies are flowing correctly. When our energies flow correctly, this process is much easier. It's much more fun. So those are what your messages from the Fall Equinox on what you need to do is really just bring down and focus that passion piece. Let's look, my Aries friends, at what the blessing is. What blessing does the Fall Equinox bring my Aries friends? And that's Mabon, balance. I'm not sure if I mentioned this, Aries, but I'm pretty sure that the Fall Equinox wants you to balance things out. This is actually a very fitting card. Mabon is the Wiccan or witch's term for the Fall Equinox. The Fall Equinox is also a balancing of light and dark. And that's kind of what you're looking at, is all those different energies, all the different aspects of your life need to be balanced out. So that's part of the release that you're having. And then also really focusing in those energies. Those pieces will help bring you forward. And as this is kind of a starting of this release, because to balance, it's not like you can just go in and flick a switch. This takes some time. This is the message that the Fall Equinox wants to bring for you starting on Monday. This is a process I can see going into the winter and into the spring a bit. And on the spring equinox, that's when you're really going to find that when you've directed your energies, things are really going to become abundant. This deck has the Ace of Wands as a kind of a darker, drearier card. The Ace of Wands isn't. It's just how the imagery is. Aces are gifts. They're always abundant, and they always bring about with them positivity. So when you start to hone that energy and your abilities, you are going to see things flourish and thrive. For those who wish, you can pause and reflect on the cards here. This is a group reading, however, I drew these cards especially for my Aries friends. What further information do they have for you? Like I said, this is a group reading. If you are looking for a more personal or specific topic, you can follow the link below and schedule a private reading with myself. That said, I hope that you found this video fun and helpful, and that you are able to gain some more insight into what changes you would benefit from for the fall equinox. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. I will continue to create fun and insightful videos for my zodiac friends in the upcoming weeks. If you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. I'm always up for feedback from my friends. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. You never know where I'm going to go next, and I'd hate for you to miss a video. Also, if you'd like this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. In some of my tiers, the perks are private readings with myself. I've provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out. Until tomorrow, my Aries friends.